Hello there, all you amazing people. We are going to see what will 4GB do for you in 2024 with the good old Windows 11. And I'm running in a virtual machine, and you can see there's some graphic card issues and stuff like that. So how much can you do and stuff like that? And also, if I'm not mistaken, you can see here there is some issues with the graphic card driver at the moment. But if I'm not mistaken, if you go in here, there's a lot of Windows updates. This could be one of the reasons. So install all of those. But if we go down here, we can see what's going on with the memory. So we'll try and keep this up here. Let's see if we can do the good old tiling. Let's do a web browser. Everyone loves web browser test. It's kind of, the go-to standard with, oh my god, you can barely open 2 or 3 applications with a web browser and what have you not. So if you go into some old websites I've used this. So let's just open up a lot of pages here, because we all know that web browsers take up a lot of... Oh, it's starting to slow down a little bit now. Oh, now they're coming. I just need to get my mouse in the right order. This is not automated. I'm talking to you while I'm doing this. Let's go down and click some more YouTube here. Let's go up and click some Google Lenses. Is this doable as it is right now with all of this shit that I'm doing? You see here, I'm opening all of these tabs here. Let's click on them so they actually are opening, and you can see the RAM is going nuts. But I can still do work, I can still do office work, I can still do web browsing. Is it the fastest? No. Is it the most snappiest? No. Is it like the uber ultimate best way of running a computer? Heck no. Can it be done? Yes. People don't seem to grasp a lot of the things that's going on with RAM. So why am I doing this? Well, at work, I had to install Office on a computer. Now you can see now my TV bar is opening. And I was like, why is this taking so long? And I was like, okay, I know what's wrong here. It's a spinning hard drive. No, it was an SSD. That computer was a 4GB computer. I'm like, why have nobody complained? They do photo editing, they do research, they run in-house built applications on it, they do eBay searches, Google searches, they do light accounting and stock management on that system, and they have not complained. I'm like, something is wrong here. And you can see like the disk is going 10,000 miles an hour because it's doing updates in the background and what have you not. This is a reboot after another update I just did before this, so you can see it's going nuts here. I'm really taxing it, and this is way more than a lot of people actually have open and do at work. You can see down here, if you look at the memory here, we in use, compressed, here, but in use, we're still only using 4GB. It's just doing the whole paging thing. Page pool, non-page pool, committed memory, 9GB out of 10. This is basically what you will call the swap partition. And you can see here, it's not happy. Not happy at all. You can see everything here is almost maxed out. I gave it 4 cores just to really limit it, You can see here this is running on an SSD. You can see the read speed and write speed are not the best, but it's still doing its thing. I can still use it. And again, I was confused about that old computer in the corner of the office that people were using every day for 8 hours, and nobody yelled at me. Nobody complained. Nobody was, hey, IT fool, this computer is slower than me after, a night out with the boys and girls and having a massive hangover and wants to go out for a run. There is a difference between speed and snappiness and workability. We all want speed and snappiness. Everyone wants more speed and snappiness. But most people are okay if they can do their work. So that means that, as you can see here, I have a lot of windows open. It's struggling with YouTube. It should. Again, it's doing all the updates here. This machine is struggling right now. It's pending restart. It is struggling. It's not 100% unusable. If you go down to, the 5 or 6 tabs that they have open, maybe they also have Notepad open once in a while. They're actually using that machine quite a lot. More than you would say. It's actually now I'm thinking about it, that 4GB machine is the one being used The second most out of 6 computers. Really weird. Because if we should listen to all of these amazing interwebs people let's all agree. Everyone on the internet is fucking Einsteins, you know. What do we know that actually are setting up computers and working with computers and helping people with computers? What do we know? Not anything at all, you know, like we just pretend. You see, the second we go away from YouTube, and let's be honest here, people at work don't watch YouTube for the most part, okay? A lot of workplaces don't allow you to sit and jerk off to your favorite boobies streamer on Twitch and YouTube. Most workplaces don't allow you to do that. Let's just be honest here. The second I got rid of YouTube, which is a massive RAM hog and CPU hog, I would call this snappy as balls. You know, I would, like, I can open this here, no issue. This is actually really, really good. What do we have here? That's the same. What do we have here? Google Lenses. You could work with this. Will you not call this usable? Like, let's open a new tab here. Let's open a tab of app packaging. Let's go down to distribution through the App Store. This is what people do at work 99% of the time. I don't know if it's because that the brilliant peeps of the interwebs, they think that every office worker, every worker is sitting and compiling the latest AI and neural network systems while they're doing their quarterly report for their bosses. I don't know if that's the case. Or if they are like them, having 10,000 animes up while they have their favorite anime pillow underneath their ballsack to hide their boner. I don't know. I just find this really strange that I'm sitting here and you can see if I'm just watching web pages. Yes, YouTube will bug you up. Yeah, is this like the best experience? No. But it's a good enough experience. And if you're not doing YouTube and you're not doing these pesky updates in the background here, it's quite snappy with about 40, 50 tabs open. You know, you can click here and see what are they doing. Let's do SAP SSD and do a tutorial here. This is 4 gigabytes, peeps. Yes, we are committing a shit ton to the page and or swap or call it what you will. It's doing a lot of exchanging real memory with the fake memory of the hard drive. What should you take away from this here? Well, sadly, don't believe everything people are telling you on the internet. I hope this is common knowledge, but don't. And especially don't listen to people that are anonymous on the internet. There are reasons why they are anonymous. It's like you getting a slip under the door that says upgrade your machine to 10 gigabyte, 8 gigabyte. Versus you go down to your local computer store, talk to a educated computer man, girl, whatever it is, robot, AI, I don't know nowadays. And they make a really good argument for why you should upgrade to 8 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM. The slip under the door is most people on the internet. You going to the computer store as we were doing back in the day and talk to an educated person or a knowledgeable person is really rare to get that quality of advice on the internet. It's not missing from the internet is the word I'm looking for. The anonymous slip under the door people are just out drowning good information. I have had people saying that 32 gigs in 2023 was the absolute minimum for a computer. I had one person say that, and I really hope they were joking. And I know people say, oh, well, SSD read and write, and yeah, that was an issue like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. If you have a SSD that has garbage collection, all that fucking shit, basically, you know, not a Chinese knockoff SSD, but if you have like a decent SSD that's like 5 years old, you have nothing to worry about. I don't know why saying that you can do what I'm doing right now on the system resources I'm using right now is so fucking bad. See you all later. Bye bye.